Happy hour in central Wellington. This is St Patrick's Day at Dakota, once among the busiest days of the year. The flow of pints has slowed to a trickle, and the luck of the Irish has long run out.
I'm losing money every week. Every week we're in red, I'm losing thousands.
Owner Jose Ubiaga runs one of Wellington's most popular nightclubs, but these days the dance floor's empty. The Mechanical Bull sits idle out back. Bars have stayed open with restrictions at the red traffic light setting, but it's far from enough to make a buck.
At the end of this month, I've got next month's rent due, and I know I'm going to be calling the landlord and telling him I won't be able to pay the rent.
All over New Zealand, the very same story for bars, restaurants and cafes.
We lost $2 billion as an industry through Delta. Look, Omicron, I would hate to think how much we're losing now.
With the Omicron wave close to peaking, they're crying out for the rules to change.
Every day counts. I can't emphasise that enough. These guys are losing thousands weekly. So we really need to move out of red.
Next week, Cabinet will decide the future of nearly every aspect of the COVID response. Vaccine mandates, vaccine passes and the traffic light system rules.
We have to make sure that we have the system in place that allows life to be as normal as possible.
And the new normal could happen quickly. Newshub Nation understands vaccine passes are likely to be gone by the 13th of April, when Australian tourists arrive.
The vaccine pass system is probably going to become less useful over time once we're past the peak.
The traffic light system will remain with changes, but any shift out of red will be cautious, moving to orange rather than green.
We'll sit down and assess where we are in the outbreak and our ability to move further down the traffic light system.
And the vaccine mandates that sparked chaos at Parliament look to be set to change as well. Newshub Nation understands they'll be narrowed, likely to be dropped for many professions, but kept for health workers and aged care.
The public would expect that the doctor looking after them isn't going to give them COVID-19. Beyond that, I'm less certain. I think we can probably relax indoor vaccine mandates if various industries agree that that's what they want.
National wants the government to go further, ditching the traffic light system completely once the country is past the peak.
The point of the traffic light system, I just don't think there is much one anymore. If there's another variant that comes along, you've always got it in reserve. But generally, I would say scrap it, let people get on with their lives.
Change is coming. It's a matter of timing. Daily case numbers show the country may have passed the Omicron peak. Hospitalisations will take longer, but could be turning a corner too.
Hospitalisations do lag behind. It's possible those hospital numbers will increase, but we would expect those to peak sometime in the next week or so.
Every day matters for those on the edge.
I personally think there must be about 50% of restaurants and cafes and bars that are going to be right on the brink on whether they're going to be able to see out next month.
Hoping for a light at the end of the tunnel. Life as we know it about to change.